What up? And welcome back to another episode of Gritty Knows Best, baby. That's right. That's right. That's right. Joining me tonight, we got this guy, the guy on my t-shirt. He is a YouTube legend, a current YouTube superstar, the greatest pop collector of all time, the big prodigy, the artist formerly known as Simfuckus, Justin. We're schmapping him.
What's going on?
What's happening? Well, let me tell you what's happening. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Batman movie that we recently watched. We got some food reviews going on. Tonight's going to be a very fun night. But before any of that, Justin, let's talk about this right here. If you didn't know, to the audience, last week, me and Mo did an episode with a Chatterbait cam woman, which if you've been a long time listener to the show, you know that was a great moment for us because we've been talking about Chatterbait for as long as this show's been around. So I had a great time. Mo had a great time. Miss J had a great time. That was the name of the woman. And I got a lot of great feedback on it. But Justin, what did you think about it?
Oh, I love the episode. I listened to it twice.
Oh.
And I love Miss J. I love her personality. And I love that she domed Mo.
So you are going on record right now and saying that Mo lost a dom off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He lost it at the beginning of the episode. He was shook. Just her presence shook him.
Wow. How did you pick up on this?
Mothers, you see it on camera. He was all flustered, shaking. He was losing his train of thought.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what was going on.
Damn, Mo, you're supposed to be a dom.
Nah.
And then the big dom off came, and listen, the general consensus is that he lost a dom off. And I was corresponding with Ms. J the other day. She said all her people thought Mo lost a dom off. It is pretty unanimous. Even Mo said he lost a dom off.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, she even downed me on the show. I was trying to cut her off. She was not letting that happen. She right over me. I'll be like, hey, what up? I'll be trying to cut it. Nope, she'd be right up. Yeah, anyway, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, listen, I got downed. What can I say?
Yeah, she kept cutting you off.
Cut me off.
Speak. She volunteered you for a threesome.
Yeah, I was like, she almost got me to say yeah. I was like, no, I can't. I would never. Not especially with Mo. No, thank you.
Nah, it was a great episode. I loved it.
It was such a fun episode. But it wouldn't be an episode of GKB if I didn't do something stupid. Now, the stupid moment that happened did not happen on camera, really. Well, half of it did. So I did something dumb during that episode, and here's what happened. So obviously we were doing it on Zoom, which is how we do the episode, right? So if you notice on the video episode, halfway through there's a cut, and then our Zoom pictures are arranged differently.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
So we had to start the episode again because the Zoom session failed. Like it kicked us all out. And I was I was perplexed. I was like, what the hell happened? Why did we get kicked out? And then I remembered that I shut off my Zoom Premium like a few days before, forgetting that I just forgot that I would need it for the Miss J podcast, right?
Oh, so you did it on your account?
Yeah, I did it on mine.
Because I'm still thinking
I did it on mine. No, I did it on mine.
Okay.
So I had Zoom Premium, and I shut it off like a week before, forgetting about it, forgetting that I needed it. So we're in the middle of it, and then everything just goes out. And stupid me, I didn't even realize the timer was on the side. I saw it, and I was like, why is that thing there? But I didn't see it was a timer. I remember thinking back, like when I started the session and she came in, I was like, what is that thing on the top left corner? But it was a timer, so I didn't really notice it. So it fails, and I realized what happened like almost immediately because it told me like you need to upgrade. You only had 40 minutes. I was like, oh shit. So I invite her back in. I invite her and Mo back in, and she's in. Mo's obviously takes him 20 minutes to come back in. There's always something. He didn't get the email. He's taking a nap, and I mean it just kicked us off. But so while Miss J's there, I'm telling her I lied to her. I was like, yeah, it's just technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't really a lie. It was technical difficulty, but it was on my part. So I bought the Zoom Premium right there, right? We continue the show. Everything's fine. But that's not the end of the story. Next day, I'm going, checking my account, whatever, paying this, paying that. And I noticed that I got $138 taken out of my account.
Yo.
Like out of nowhere. And I was like, what? I didn't spend $138 on anything. So I was like, what the hell is that? That's when I saw that it was from Zoom. Because in the commotion of me doing the Zoom Premium, I paid for the freaking year by accident. I paid for the whole year.
Well, you'll never have to worry about it till next year.
I was so tight. I was like, I could have used that 130. It was like 146.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, like that totally messed me up. Thank God Zoom hooked me up and they let me transfer back to weekly and they gave me my money back.
Oh,
They only took $14.
that's cool.
What do you think of that? That's good. Thanks to Zoom. Thank you,
That's pretty
Zoom.
cool. They reimbursed you like that. That's good.
They did. They did something slick though. This was slick. At first they reimbursed me. They took away the 14, so they gave me everything but deducted from 14. And I saw it in my Zoom account, and I'm looking at my bank account, and it didn't come for like a week. So I call them, and I'm like, why? I see that you guys reimbursed me, but it didn't show up. They're like, oh, we gave you Zoom credits. And I'm like, what do you mean Zoom credits? The only thing you offer is this service, right? So why would I need any more credits for you? Like I would have just kept it what I had. I don't need to spend any more money. So I was like, what do I need Zoom credits for? Luckily, they gave it back to me in dollars. I had to request it though.
Dollars.
But I'm like, why would you give me Zoom credits? Like you don't sell anything else. You know what I mean?
Can you use credits towards your
You can use it towards your account, like towards your premium. But I'm like, if I said I did it by accident, I obviously don't need anything else.
So they try to be slick.
Yeah,
but that's what every company they try to do that.
I never seen that.
They don't want to give you your money back. They'll give you credits.
That was dumb.
But yeah, like you said, it makes no sense because why do you need credits if you want your money
You
back?
guys don't sell anything else. You guys don't sell something else I could buy. I could see if it was like a store. Like if I bought Chamberlain coffee and they were like, oh, do you want credits? And I was like, oh, sure, I'll buy something else.
If that was the case, you could just keep the fucking money.
Exactly. I would have kept my service the way it was.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that was dumb. Typical Gurfy moment. The whole thing got shut down. Thank God I did it quickly. But, haste creates waste. And I wasted $138 for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So Dre heard it. And Dwayne said, Dwayne never listened to the show.
No,
He said it was our best interview.
Yeah?
That's what he said.
Nice.
That's right. So, if Dwayne said it, it might be true.
Oh,
You think there's a better one?
no. I mean, rice cakes. That was pretty good.
I can't pick between those two. Though it's definitely those two though are the best.
So far, those two.
Those two are the best interviews so far. Right. Shout out to Miss J. Shout out to Mo. Great episode.
Hopefully we get her back on. I can meet her.
You want to meet her? You want to have a dom off?
No.
Okay, she might dom you. She's gonna dom you.
She'll
She
definitely
dommed
dom
everybody.
me.
I told her in the email. I said you just dom the whole show. Nothing we could do. The true dom was in the building.
Oh, yeah.
You did something pretty dumb the other day with the TV. What did you do? Tell us all what you did.
So I was playing Xbox and I sneezed. And when I sneezed, I do the gritty hates and I build up to it and I just
What, are you busting a
make
nut?
Make it all dramatical for no reason. So when I sneezed, I like, achoo, and my head butted the TV.
You smashed your face into the TV.
Yeah, and the TV almost fell back. I'm lucky I caught it from the top, and I hit my head.
Are you all right?
Yeah, and then I sneezed again, like 20 minutes later, and I sneezed in my shirt, but I hit my head.
Oh my God.
I punched myself.
What?
Yeah.
What are you, freaking mankind? You're hitting yourself, ripping your hair out? The hell is wrong with you?
Oh, yeah, my sneezes are dangerous.
All because you have to be one of these people that I hate that do the wind up dramatic sneeze. You
Listen,
are like that. My mother's like that. No, don't say you can't control it because you can.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't? Just let the sneeze come out naturally. This is how you normally sneeze. Like you just let it come out. You just let it do what it does. It's gonna come out. You just go, achoo. That's it.
I can't
People like
control
you,
it.
dramatic sneezers, they have to do this whole thing, this whole ritual before they go. Like what? What is that?
You gotta build it
No,
up.
there's none.
Achoo, and then you end it like a
No,
fuck.
every time I'm around my mom, she scares the shit out of me and my dad. We'll just be sitting there next thing you go, we're just like, what the hell was that? It's like, is it necessary to all you wind-up sneezes out there? Is it necessary to do this? Can't you just let it come out the way it comes out?
Like I said, I can't control
Let it be natural. There's no need to force things.
No.
There's no need to force it. That's why you hit yourself in the face with the TV, and that's why you hit yourself in the head with your fist like a goof, like a dope.
Yep.
Like seriously, enough with the wind up sneezes, all of you, because you're not only hurting yourselves, you're hurting us. Your people around you, scaring us.
And I hurt my TV too.
Yeah, you hurt your damn TV. Lord knows you're gonna be on the train tracks one day. You're gonna do a wind up sneeze and fall right into the tracks. You're gonna hit the third rail. You're gonna just like electrocute yourself, or the train's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Is it necessary, people? End it now. End it now.
Necessary.
It's not necessary. It's not. You're not busting a fucking nut. You need to relax.
How do you know?
You bust a nut when you sneeze?
I might.
You have to change your drawers every time you sneeze? That sounds like a personal
maybe.
problem to me.
Maybe.
Yeah, sounds like a personal problem. Sounds like you need to go see a doctor about that. The hell is wrong with you people? Wind up sneezes. The worst. The worst. Speaking of TV, how did you like that Shauna Ray show? Did you finish it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
talked about
I
you
finished
watching
it.
that.
Yeah. It ended about 3 weeks ago, I think.
And what is your review?
It was pretty good. I mean, I liked the first couple episodes. The second part, it was like, They started getting the family involved.
You don't like
and
the
they
family.
started doing other stuff. So it wasn't all about her. It was about her family.
For those that don't know, Shauna Ray is a show on TLC about a 21-year-old, 27-year-old,
22, I think.
22-year-old that's basically in a 6-year-old's body.
Yeah.
And you were a fan, but you don't like the... See, this is what we talked about this. That's what I don't like about certain shows. They did this in one season, but I don't like when shows do this, like when they go from, like, let's say season 3, and then all of a sudden season 4, the dynamic changes and they show more of this guy, and then like the story's kind of like, they just change the vibe of the show. So they did that right in the middle of season 1.
Yeah, in the middle. They showed about her sister getting married, and her dad, he's a puppeteer, and her other sister, something happened to her. So it's more of a family show.
Now it's the
towards
Shauna
the
Ray
end.
and family show.
Yeah.
I could sympathize with you not liking that because you just there for Shauna Ray.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other people should be background characters. Maybe they don't have enough. They probably don't have enough on her to do a whole show.
Yeah.
She's probably not that. She probably doesn't do that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably are. She doesn't have enough drama going on.
Yeah, but it was still a good show. I'll definitely watch season 2 if it comes out. But it was still a good show.
TLC is known for their interesting TV shows about
I'm
dwarfs
learning.
and obese people, and you are into the obese section of TLC, right?
Yeah, I've been watching 1,000-Pound Sisters, Best Friends,
Yeah.
and my 600-pound wife.
How you
I've
liking
been
that?
into
You been binging that?
I binged the first season and a little of the last season.
Of 600
And
pounds.
it's pretty cool. I
You
like
that.
it.
You like that.
Yeah.
You like obese people. Do you think you may be a feeder?
I like the story, how they go from obese and they work their way to being skinny.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good story.
Are you sexually attracted to obese people? Would you be a feeder?
Mm.
You've seen that on the show, right? They have those, right?
Yeah.
One of the girls has a boyfriend, right?
Enablers.
Yeah.
That's 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Okay.
I don't watch that.
Okay. You don't like 1,000 pounds. I kind of like that show. a little bit. I watched like little clips of it.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I don't watch that, but on 600 Pound Life, they do have people that have enablers. Usually in the family or boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right. So you're a fan of that.
But what I'm not a fan of on TLC is all the doctor shows.
Oh, like Dr. Pimple Popper.
Pimple Popper, ER.
Nah, I don't like that either. I don't like that. I like Before the 90 Days. I like that show a lot. They have the guys that are pretty much like sugar daddies, and they're kind of just getting extorted by the girls, and I like that show. That's a pretty good show. There's different couples on there. One girl kind of looks like she's a sugar mama. I mean, like one guy kind of looks like he's a sugar daddy, but they're actually in love, and she actually doesn't use it for his money. But most of the girls like that are just using the guys for their money, or they're trying to get a green card. And that's kind of the fun of the show. You have to figure out if somebody's there for a green card, if they're there for some money, or if they're actually in love. It's a pretty good show. I like that. But we're talking about good. Good.
No, I was gonna say I also used to watch Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah, you and Dick Dre was talking about that. Yeah, I used to. Was it Dre? Somebody was talking about they used to like say yes to the dress.
That was a pretty good show. I used to go upstairs and my grandma would watch it.
I used to like What Not to Wear. What he used to grab people off the street.
Never heard of it.
You never seen that? They used to grab They used to grab people off the street and they'd be like, "You suck. Like you can't dress. You're ugly." They would say it a lot nicer, and they would just give them a makeover.
I hope they don't grab me off the street.
They might have to.
They might hurt my feelings.
They say, "Yo, come on, let's spice up the wardrobe. We're wearing the same hoodies. We're wearing the same shirts.
Same fucking Queen's Finest
Same
shit.
Queen's Finest shirt every day. And enough with the wind-up sneezes. And then they'll cut your hair because you need to go bald. You need to be bald again.
No.
We like the bald head. I like the bald head. You never going to cut it again?
I might. We'll see.
Okay.
Never say never.
Okay, Justin. Okay, Justin Bieber.
That's my name.
Okay. I don't think the audience has really seen you bald. You were bald.
I posted a picture on my IG.
Of you bald?
Graduation picture, yeah.
Right. I think that's your best look.
You think so?
To me, that's your best look. The dome, we used to walk by, you used to massage your head. We used to smack you in the head. Yeah, we used to smack you, massage your dome. We used to make wishes on it, look at fortunes. We used to love it. Listen.
Maybe I'll go back to it.
Listen, to the audience that doesn't know, maybe like for the last 6 months, I've just been getting into frozen pizza. I've really never been a big frozen pizza guy my whole life until like December of last year when my parents gave me a frozen pizza. They just dropped by. They just dropped by and gave me one when they were staying here. And I was like, oh, I guess I love frozen pizzas now. So I've been eating DiGiorno and Red Ribbon. Great stuff. When I was in Walmart, though, I noticed...
Do you like Red Baron?
Red Baron. What did I say? Red Robin? Red Ribbon?
Red Ribbon.
Red Baron.
That shit's disgusting.
Yeah. Get out of here. It's great.
I hate
the
Red
Everything
Baron.
Pizza? That was a good pizza. That was a good pizza.
The round shits? That's disgusting.
What do you mean the round shits?
Like, you ever had a pizza from school?
I don't have that. I don't have that one.
Oh, you never had those?
I had a whole pie.
No, Red Baron makes those.
I didn't have that. I didn't have the school.
I
didn't have the school lunch Red Baron.
Yeah.
I had the regular pie. But when I was in Walmart, I noticed that they had this pizza called One Bite Pizza, and it was by Barstool Sports. So that intrigued me. For those of you that don't know, Barstool Sports is a media company. They make podcasts. They have videos. A lot of their videos were, I think they started with pizza reviews. And Dave Portnier made a frozen pizza. So I obviously had to try it. I thought it was interesting that they did that. I thought it was cool. I never seen anybody do that, make such a move. It's a Walmart exclusive. And I ate it before maybe 3 weeks before the show. And I was telling Justin he should have it. So the other day, Justin finally has the pizza. And me and Justin are on the phone while he's eating it. He's going downstairs. He goes, all right, I'm about to eat the pizza. I'm going to save some for my mother. You know, she's going to try it. Okay. So we're talking. I forget he's even eating it. We're talking. Next thing I know, he goes, look at this. He turns the camera, and my man ate the whole pie in one sitting. Now... yeah, and we got to go back to like the last episode where we were talking about your eating habits. They're getting out of control. Your eating habits are getting out of control because not only did you eat the whole pizza in one sitting and not save any for your mother, you went upstairs shortly after and asked what your grandmother was making for dinner.
No.
What? Huh? You didn't do that? You didn't go upstairs and go, what are you making?
I just said, what are you making?
Because you were interested.
Yeah, but I didn't want to eat.
You weren't interested in eating?
No, I
Oh,
just said,
okay, no, that's great. I'm glad you said that because then that brings up what happened yesterday. You're sitting at the dinner table. I'm like, why are you sitting at the table? Are you hungry? No. So you're telling me you're just sitting at the dinner table, you're not going to eat? No, I don't want to eat. I'm hungry. I'm not going to eat. Literally a minute later, not even a minute later, this guy goes, is the food ready yet? I'm hungry. I was like, did you just say you weren't going to eat? Your eating is getting out of hand.
Listen.
You're going to become large, and we're going to have to put you on 600-pound life. We're going to have to send you to fat camp.
I'm fine.
I guess we don't need your review of the pizza because you ate the whole thing in one shot. I mean, we kind of know that you loved it. Am I wrong? What'd you think about the pie?
You're wrong, because I didn't love it. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't like...
It was good enough for you to swallow the whole thing. And
I was hungry, but I didn't like... I got the pepperoni.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we cooked it not long enough, but...
I cooked it for about 12.
Oh, I think we cooked it for 15.
Okay, I think, 15 is too much for me.
But the pepperoni is all hard.
Really?
Yeah, the crust, that is all crispy. I don't like crispy crust. And the pizza itself, the dough, it was like all, what do you call it? Like rubbery. Like it took me a while to break down.
Really?
Yeah.
To break down in your mouth?
Yeah, it wasn't horrible. I mean, like you said, I ate the whole thing, but I don't think I would buy it again. Or maybe I'll buy a different, because they have all 4 cheese.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy something else.
Now, is that an expensive one? Because that was almost $6, right?
No, it was like $5.
It was over 5.
For me, $5.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's what I gave my brother, $5.
I think it was more than $5. Let me see. Hold on.
I don't know how it is up there.
It should be.
But
It's at Walmart, so it's gonna be the same. It was $5.86. So it was almost $6. So is that on the higher end of the, or is every frozen pizza around that?
I think that's on the higher end.
Right, that's what I thought.
Usually I could buy other pizzas, and they're like $3.50. So I think that's on the higher end.
That's what
or
I
the
figured.
medium.
Okay, it's a schmedium end.
Medium end.
So you wouldn't buy it again? If it was around, you'd eat it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of those. You wouldn't buy it, but of course you'd eat it if it was around. You pretty much eat anything if it was around. We know that for sure. This guy's going crazy over there. My man goes up and says, "What's for dinner?" after eating a whole pie. That was outrageous. You didn't leave none for your mother.
No.
You told your mother you're gonna leave it. She was like, "I wanted a slice. I wanted to try it."
I'll buy her own.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what she thinks about it. Let me tell you, I loved it. The only thing I didn't like about it is what you said. It's a crispy crust. I like a thicker, fluffier crust like Domino's. I like a fluffy crust.
Yeah.
Other than that, flavor-wise, best frozen pizza I had.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of DiGiorno, but I like the DiGiorno crust more. But everything, I thought the sauce was better. I got the everything one, so I got peppers, pepperoni. My pepperoni was fine. Did not have my pepperoni wasn't hard. I thought it was a great pizza. I almost ate mine in one sitting. I think I left mine on the stove and I ate the whole pie in like maybe 3 hours. I think I just like kind of,
I think that's understandable for you.
Yeah.
You're bigger than me.
No, I'm just saying like I did eat mine pretty quickly too. I didn't save it. Mine was gone.
I don't think people can look at me and be like,
"No, you were coughing. You definitely had some indigestion going on because you were coughing and hacking after that. That shit was coming up. You ate that way too fast." I was like, "You didn't save none for your freaking mother." And then then as soon as she comes in the door, she got boxes of cookies and cakes for this guy. She's an enabler. She's a feeder. She's feeding you.
She is. I tell you all the time. I tell her, don't buy me cake. Don't buy me this. And she buys it.
She buys it.
Look, my money. She buys it.
That's right. Don't give me any more ding dongs. Next thing you know, back the truck up. Boop, boop, boop. 48 ding dongs coming right into the room.
And I eat it.
You eat ding dongs?
Yeah.
You like ding dongs? You put ding dongs in your mouth?
No.
You don't put. How do you eat it? Through your G tube?
Yeah.
You put it.
I put it in a blender and
you whip up the ding dongs.
Yeah.
So I suggest everybody go try if you're a frozen pizza person, go give it a shot. Actually, the reviews I saw were pretty mixed. So I am on the I like it. There was other ones I said like it was whack. It was expensive for what it was. I thought it was good, fluffier crust, but it could have been fluffier. Other than that, my favorite right now. That's my favorite. It's a shame I got to go all the way to Walmart to get it. Like I don't even go in there for anything, so I'd have to go in there just for that. So once in a while I'll get that, but the Giorno is more accessible, so I could see myself eating that more than the One Bite. So go check out the One Bite Pizza, and shout out to Barstool Sports. They're making moves. That's a big move.
That is. And as you said, they started with pizza testing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy does the One Bite Pizza reviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he'll go into a pizza shop and come out and do the review right on like the step, like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you
that
one of
would
the
make
videos.
sense that they make their...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. There is something else that I tried. I tried it right before the show. This is brand new on the market. Been looking at this. I had my eye on it as soon as I saw the article. Coca Cola just dropped their Starlight Coca Cola, their Starlight flavor. And you may be asking, what the hell is Starlight?
I was going to say, what the fuck is Starlight?
What is Starlight? Well, they said when I read the article before it dropped that it was supposed to taste like space. Now, you like, what the hell does space taste like? How do you even know? You take your helmet off, you're dead. Like, what do you take? How do you take a slice of space? But in the first article, it said that space is supposed to taste like raspberries. Which again, how do you know that? Who knows that? What did you go to? You asked an alien?
Okay.
Who did you ask? So then I read another article right before I drank this, and it said that this was supposed to taste like cotton candy, mint, and something else. So before the show, I took a couple swigs. Let me tell you, it's a banger. I'm a fan. I like it. It definitely tastes. I definitely tasted the cotton candy. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't like a cotton candy soda. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is like a cotton candy flavored soda. It just had a good enough amount of the cotton candy flavor, and you definitely tasted the mint. The only gripe I have, and I probably won't continue to drink it, is because the mint there's a big minty aftertaste. Like it lingers for a while. The mint, like you don't get it immediately. Like I took a bunch of sips, whatever, tasted the mint a little bit, put it down, and like a minute later, I'm tasting mint in my mouth. And I'm like, it kind of tastes like when you have those fake sugars and it leaves an aftertaste for a while. That's what it reminds me of. And I don't like that, which is one reason why I don't drink like diet stuff, because it leaves that diet taste. That's what it reminded me of. So if it didn't have the mint, it would be like a 9. I'm going to probably give it a 7. Pastor tried it too. He did not like it at all.
No.
Pastor he's like, oh, it's disgusting. But if it didn't have the aftertaste, it would be great. But I don't think I would want to continue to drink this because aftertaste is not good. It's not a good thing.
I should try that. That's an interesting combination. Cotton candy and mint.
Mm-hmm.
I would never think to put those two together.
No, the initial taste is great. It has that Coca Cola original taste with it, so it's
no raspberry.
No raspberry. No.
Okay.
I don't know where they got raspberry. That was speculation that space tastes like raspberry, which I don't know who said that? An alien? How do you know? So go check out the Starlight Coca-Cola. Let us know what you think about it. Have a Starlight Coke with your One Bite pizza.
Yeah. You know what I tasted?
What did you taste? Nut?
They're talking about food and everything.
Of course.
I tasted, for the first time in years, rice.
All right. You had not white rice. What was it?
It was white rice.
Was it white rice? So tell it, because it gives you indigestion somehow. That's what you claim.
So then I ate it a couple years ago, maybe 10 years ago. It gave me indigestion. But I ate it for the first time in years, and I was fine.
Thank you.
And then I ate it again the next night, and it was fine.
Because, okay, so now tell me what I want to hear. Tell me. Say those 2 words I want to hear.
You're right.
No, say it loud.
You're right.
No, say it loud. Not like Batman. That's
You're
next.
right.
I'm right. How does fucking white rice give you indigestion? And you can have a 1-bite pizza and you're fine. You can have ding dongs, doolittles, fucking wing wongs, all this other shit, and that doesn't give you indigestion. Of course, white rice is not gonna give you indigestion. I don't care what Zach says. Zach was backing you up. I don't believe him either. He's like, yeah, man, Zach can give you. I mean, he's like, yeah, man, rice can give you indigestion. I don't want to hear that. It's untrue. It's false. You got indigestion from something else at that time.
No.
You must have ate rice with something else, and that gave you indigestion.
I
Yes.
had it a couple
Yag.
times.
Yag.
No.
Yag.
No.
Yag.
No.
Yag. It didn't give you indigestion now.
No.
You enjoy it now.
Yeah.
So now you can eat white rice with us.
Yeah.
Finally. Congratulations. You're back. You're back with humanity.
No cheer? Here's the cheer.
I gave you one already. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Eating white rice again. Look at that. Now you can eat my food. You can eat our food. We don't have to specifically make you mac and cheese on the side.
Right.
It's a little indigestion.
Okay.
It's that white
That's
rice.
the Pepsi.
It's the white rice.
Coke.
It's that white rice indigestion, apparently. All right, let's get down to business. We got all the other stuff out of the way. Anything you want to say? Did you bang your head any other time we didn't know about?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So, Batman dropped The Batman. And from what I can understand, the general consensus is people love it. That's all I hear about. Oh, man, it's the best Batman, bro. It's the best Batman, man. Like, yo, fucking Catwoman's amazing. Like, the Batmobile, we love it. Yo, Robert Peterson is fucking amazing. Like, it's so dark. It's so wicked and crazy. I love the theme song.
It's a great song, Nirvana.
You like the theme song?
I always love that song.
Bruce is looking into Gotham.
Nirvana, that's a great song.
Is that Nirvana? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody loves this movie. But do we love it, Justin? Let me tell you. Do we? Let me tell you what I thought.
Good.
Again, everybody's, 10 out of 10. Great. 3 hours is not even enough for this movie, dude. It's amazing. Let me tell you what I thought.
What do you think?
I thought this movie was absolutely boring. Boring. This movie was such a fucking bore. Bruh. I'm not even lying to you when I tell you this. I fell asleep at least 5 times. I fell asleep 5 times. Granted, I was very tired. But here's what I have to say about that. I'm not making, that does not, me being tired is not an excuse. A, because I just woke up from a nap, so I should have been able to stay awake. B,
7-hour nap.
7-hour nap. B, I've watched a few movies where I've fallen asleep because I've just been tired, right? But I can tell the difference between me falling asleep because I'm tired and me falling asleep because I'm tired and me falling asleep because I'm bored. Because I remember I falling asleep during my second viewing of Dark Knight, and I was still like engaged. I was just like, damn, I'm falling asleep right now. Like, what the hell? And I fell asleep during A Quiet Place. And I remember every time I woke up, I would be mad. I was like, fuck, like I keep falling asleep. Like I can't stay awake. This movie's great. And I waited, I would watch something and I'm like, damn, I wish I knew what happened. Like I'm missing out on this detail. So I know the difference. I was falling asleep because I was tired and it was boring. And every time I woke up, I was like, it's not over. Like it's still going. It was a bore. I mean, another thing, I was right. Petey Williams was not a good Batman. I didn't buy it. I'm not a fan. I didn't buy him as Bruce. Didn't see him as Batman. He didn't play it well for me. I thought the whole cast around him was great, which I said was going to happen. I said everything around him was going to be great except him. He just didn't do it for me. This is the first Batman that I was like, not a fan. Let me tell you what I did like, though. I did like a few things when I was awake. One, Penguin made Batman look like an absolute idiot in one scene. Did you see it? Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm the Penguin.
My man Batman. This people like the idea. People like that this was more of a detective movie. I'll give you. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
That's why I'm surprised you don't like it, because you like that shit.
Solving riddles and stuff.
Yeah.
I like watching other people. I don't like doing it myself. Yeah.
You even said it on the other Batman review.
Yeah, that I like Long Halloween because it was more of like a movie, not just like an action hero movie. Well, again, Robert P.D. Williams did not do it for me. Robert Blake that just throws everything off. If Batman isn't good, it's not good. I mean, to me, he looks like a kid, and my Batman is not a kid. This is not my Batman. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that this is like a different version. It's like typical superhero stuff. It's like a whole different world, different universe, and that's fine. But if people like it, that's cool. My Batman is not a teenage boy. That's what he looks like to me. And my thing is, if he's like in his early 20s in this movie, because apparently this is like Batman like year 2, 3.
Year 2, second year.
All right.
Which I said, so
You
I
did.
was right on that.
My question is, before I get to what I liked about it, who trained him?
Alfred.
No way.
Because, they said it in the movie.
Oh, I must have been asleep.
They said
Oh, okay.
Alfred
Did they say?
trained him.
Oh, did they say it? When did they say that?
And, I think Alfred was in the hospital after the house.
Okay, we're gonna give a lot of spoilers here. We're not gonna hold back. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to hear spoilers, fast forward. So okay, that's what I was wondering, because I'm like, if he's so young, they can't go with the League of Shadows thing because he's like in his 20s.
In this timeline, that never happened.
Okay.
Alfred trains him.
Okay, so you're gonna have to connect a lot of dots for me when you tell me what happened, and you're gonna have to tell me stuff that actually happened in the movie because I didn't see it. Like I looked at the end, and all I see is a tsunami of water. I just turn it off. I'm like, okay, I have no idea what's happening right now. I turn the movie. I get to the part where they capture the Riddler, who was great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And then I wake up and he's out again. I'm like, how the hell?
He's not. Go ahead.
He wasn't out again?
I'll explain it.
Okay. So anyway, Robert P.D. Blake wasn't a fan. Richard Drakeson, sorry. But I did like that Penguin made Bruce look like a complete idiot. Okay? For him being a detective, he didn't look like a detective in this part. They were like, Riddler was like, oh, what about a rat with wings? That was the thing. Remember that riddle?
Yeah, hell rat.
Yeah, it's a rat with wings. That's how the Riddler talks. And Batman goes, oh, yo, you know what? A rat with wings. You know what that reminds me of? A penguin. I was like, and Gordon is like, yeah, a penguin, sure. So they go over to Penguin. They beat his ass. They throw him against the wall. He's like, the Riddler told me you.
Have this whole car chase.
Yeah, Batman puts him up against the wall. Riddler said it's you. He said that it's a rat with wings.
Hell rat.
And Penguin goes, a rat with wings? What makes you think that's a fucking penguin? He's like, if anything, that reminds me of a bat. And I was like, yeah, if anything, it does remind you of a fucking bat. So now Penguin and Gordon are looking at Bruce like, you fucking clown. That's looking a little too much like a bat, like a bat than a penguin. Where do you get penguin? I never seen any penguins in Gotham, but they must have different penguins over there. That was dumb, but it was my favorite part of the movie. I woke up during that. I was like, what? You look like a real goof right now. A fucking penguin. I like that they kept the Long Halloween, that they made Selena Kyle what's Falcone's daughter. I like that. That was in Long Halloween. I thought the guy that played Falcone, he's been in a few Adam Sandler movies and a lot of other things that I've seen him in. I thought he was great. Falcone was probably my favorite guy. I thought he did a fantastic job. There was one other thing that I liked about the movie, the Riddler. Actually, that was my favorite. Falcone was my favorite, second favorite. Riddler was phenomenal. I thought he would have fit very well in the Christopher Nolan trilogy. He was scary, man. Like he would have fit right in there with Bane and Joker. The opening of the movie was pretty good until you see Batman come out of the shadows and everybody's like, okay. And then he beats everybody up and just the Batmobile, don't like it. Bruce is like just all moody and depressed, and he's looking off in the Gotham. They play that song, and he's sad. I did like this too. That's what I forgot. So they did this thing where Riddler's whole objective is basically to shine the light on corruption in Gotham in all aspects, right? Is that a good description?
Yeah.
And he sends Bruce a video where he's explaining Bruce's family and everything that he doesn't know about them. He's exposing them to Bruce. And he shows that Thomas and Martha Wayne have a whole backstory where Martha's parents are the Arkham family, right? So the two founding families of Gotham in this movie are Arkham family and the Wayne family. So Martha comes from the Arkham family, and they both died, right? They got killed? The Arkhams?
Martha's mother killed her father.
And killed herself.
And then killed herself. Yeah.
Right. So that's something Bruce don't know. Then Martha gets with Thomas, and Martha goes in and out of the Arkham Asylum herself because she goes crazy.
Yep.
While Thomas is going to become mayor, he's on his whole campaign, and there's a reporter that found out about the lineage and what happened and all the dirty stuff that they do or whatever. So Thomas ends up getting the guy killed. Or who gets him guy killed? Falcone?
Thomas hires Falcone to get the guy killed.
Right. So I thought that was a cool backstory. Some people didn't like that.
And then you know the end to that story? So Thomas did that. He hires Falcone. So Falcone originally told Bruce that it was Maroni that killed his father.
Right.
But it comes out that Falcone had dirt on Thomas now.
Okay.
Because Thomas hired him.
Mm-hmm.
So Falcone killed the Waynes.
The Waynes. But they didn't specify where it was. Like, it wasn't outside. Was it outside the opera in front of Bruce? Did
No,
they say
they
that?
didn't. They actually didn't tell that story
Okay.
this
I
time.
was glad they didn't do that.
Thank God.
Yeah, they're like, we saw it ad nauseum already. If I saw one more opera scene, I was going to shoot my own self. Leave myself in an alley. So I'm glad they didn't do that. I thought that backstory was good. And then you got freaking Bruce. They play the song. And Bruce is sitting in front of Alfred with his makeup on. Oh, my dad, he was a bad guy. I thought he was a good guy. Oh, my mom was crazy. I was like, oh my God, Bruce, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I just didn't like it, but I liked the backstory though. And surprisingly, we did a video, we put up a clip of us talking about what we thought about the trailer on the Gritty World channel. We got a lot of comments about what we said, like, oh, you guys are right, you guys are wrong. A lot about us being wrong. But let me tell you, I was vindicated today. I look back on that video, I got at least 6 or 7 people that I saw myself that said I was right, and they hated the movie. They said it was boring, and they said they didn't like Patty Williams. So I was right. Justin, I assume you really liked it. What did you think?
So.
Oh, by the way, 2 out of 5.
Okay. We're going 2 out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't think this movie is the greatest Batman, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. I liked the detective part, that Batman was more of a detective in this, and I thought the whole story of the Riddler trying to expose everything and shine light, I thought that was good.
That was good.
And we had the story of the Riddler, but then we had the Falcone stuff. We had Selina's best friend getting killed.
Whatever happened to her? Why did she get killed?
They said she was doing bad business with the mob or some shit.
So it wasn't anything special.
No, okay. But she got killed. I thought that was a good story. And you had the conflict with Bruce, that he was doing Batman to avenge his family, and then he learns the secret about his family.
He starts crying.
Yeah, so he's conflicted towards the end. He don't know that he's doing this for.
Right.
And then he learns that, making people afraid of me isn't enough. I have to help more. And that's why you see him helping out. I don't know if you got that far.
I was asleep. What did he do? What did he do? Walk the old lady across the street?
He started cleaning up the water, the flood, and rescuing people during the day. So he was doing more.
As Bruce or Batman?
As Batman.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
I like that. Like you said, I like the characters. I like the Penguin, the Riddler, who's fucking badass.
Yeah, he was sick, man. He was good.
He was great. I love that scene where Batman's talking to him in Arkham through
The glass. Yeah, I was awake for
that.
that.
Was a great scene.
Yep.
And he starts singing, humming. That was great.
Yep. He's scary. It was a scary. I saw it as like a scary character.
Yeah. Selena Kyle, I thought the actress crushed it.
She was good.
She was great. I actually like Falcone.
Loved him.
You know I don't like Falcone.
Yeah, you don't. That's right.
No, but he was good in this movie. And as far as Batman, I see where you're coming from. I agree with you. He wasn't a good Batman.
No.
But he wasn't a horrible Batman.
I don't agree with you. I think it doesn't. I'm not looking forward to the trilogy or whatever they do. They're gonna make more because people love this one.
It's definitely gonna be a trilogy.
I'm not gonna watch them probably unless I rewatch this one and end up liking it, which may happen. I doubt it, but I don't see myself watching any of the other ones after this as long as he's in it. And I got nothing personal against the guy. I never really seen him in anything except Twilight, and I'm not using Twilight as a mark against him. I don't care about that. I'm just saying it looks like a kid in a Batman suit. I'm not a big fan of tradition, okay? But traditionally, like I like the Batmans we got, that they're more like older looking, distinguished gentleman looking types, you know. And that one I just don't want to break away from. I think if he played Robin or Nightwing, great. Fine. I don't hate the guy. What were you gonna say?
Oh, you know what I liked? That you know the eye makeup that Batman wears?
Yeah.
I like that they kept that consistent.
Right.
That he took off the mask and the eye makeup is there.
Right. When he cried, it streamed down his face.
In all the other movies, it's not there. You could see it through the mask.
Right.
But then he takes it off
And it's not
there.
Good observation. Speaking of observations, people in the comments made an observation about Batman not taking damage. Did you see that? Like where he just didn't appear like he was getting hurt at all and he never appeared injured ever?
No, he did get damaged. He walked in front of the bomb and the bomb blew him back.
Well, I mean, okay, well the bomb blew him back, but I think people are saying like he never appears hurt or like there's no effects from the fights basically. Either in the fights or after the fights.
Well, there aren't that many fights.
Oh, really? They weren't?
Happened.
Because people are saying oh, this movie was action packed, and I'm like, oh, maybe I just fell asleep through all that.
Bruh, we had the opening scene in the alley with the gang. We had the car chase. We had the fucking Batman versus the Riddler gang at the end. And that's about it.
I gotta watch that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are telling me, oh, there's tons of action. You guys, everything.
Nah. So I was gonna say I dislike this movie because the lack of action. There was a lot of dialogue. It was 3 fucking hours. And put those two right down. Lack of dialogue, 3 hours. And what else did I not like?
I don't know. But all I know is 2 out of 5. What do you rate it?
I give it a 3.5.
Ah, okay. And you are looking forward to another one?
Yes.
Who do you think the villain's gonna be? Oh, there's a Joker laugh at the end,
The
right?
Joker's at the end, yeah.
Wow. So maybe I'll have to watch it to see the Joker. What I did like I like the vibe of it, like that it was a very dark movie. Yeah, I like that part about it. Like if they would just make an adjustment, aka Bruce, it'd be better. But
And
it was too fucking long.
Yeah, people were talking about the quality and the cinematography.
Said it was very dark. You couldn't see a lot of things.
I had a crappy copy of the movie, so that aspect was not there for me.
I didn't have any complaints about what people said it being too dark.
And the sound, I barely heard the Riddler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, again, that was my quality.
I didn't have a. I watched it with headphones, so I didn't really have a issue with the Riddler. Yeah.
So I gotta watch it again. Then there's better quality. Maybe I'll go to the movies. But I did like the movie. I give it 3.5.
All right, there you go. That's our review of The Batman. That will
and
definitely have more episodes.
To explain the Riddler portion to you, so the Riddler gets captured. You made it to that part?
I made it to the part where I didn't see him get captured. I saw him in Arkham or in jail.
Yeah, he got captured and they put him in
I didn't see
Arkham.
how they did it, yeah.
So then you look up, it was probably because Batman ended up solving the riddles finally, and he unlocked a video that the Riddler took before the scene where he gets locked up. So Batman watches the video of the Riddler, he explains his plan, and then towards the end, there's a gang of Riddlers, like people that
like
followed
henchmen,
him and his plan. So that's probably what you saw.
Oh, because I saw him taking a mask off a guy, and I'm like, it was a Riddler mask, and I thought it was the Riddler. It wasn't him.
That was a Fowler.
Okay, so the Riddler is still in Arkham or in jail. Okay, got it.
It's funny. I don't know if you picked this up,
Probably
but
not.
Bruce did not call himself Batman. He did it once.
Really? He called himself
The
Vengeance.
whole movie. He called himself Vengeance. Yeah.
And Alfred dies, which I thought was interesting.
No, he didn't die.
Oh, Dre told me not Dre. Somebody told me he died. Yeah, because I saw something. I remember I was like half asleep when whatever happened. What happened to Alfred? Something happened to him.
He blows up in the house.
Okay, so I saw that, and then I never saw him again because I was asleep. So I thought he died.
After Falcone, he sees Falcone, and he feeds him the bullshit that Maroni killed his parents. He went to Alfred in the hospital, and Alfred cleared it all up.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that, and then somebody in my comments said that he died.
Yeah.
So I thought.
And
Alfred
that's
was
where he
dead.
said, "I'm sorry, I couldn't be a father figure to you. All I did was teach you how to fight."
Oh, okay. So that explains it. Good. Okay. Now glad we got all that cleared up.
Yeah.
You think the next one's gonna be good? Depends on who the Joker is, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I think though that you should give it another try.
I don't know. It was a tedious watch. It was a tedious watch.
I know, but believe me, I know, because I fell asleep the first time.
Oh, you fell asleep too?
Yeah.
Wow, this movie's putting people to bed.
I fell asleep the first time.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
The second time, I was watching it, but I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? The movie's boring.
So, but the third time, when I actually paid attention, I, put it together.
What is this? Third time's the charm?
Yeah.
You put it together or you enjoy it? It's two different things. No. It's two different things. Did you put it together or did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
You didn't enjoy it.
Because
You know what
I
tell you why
saw-
you didn't enjoy it? Because you fell asleep
Why?
once and you didn't care about the second time. You forced yourself. You force fed it.
No.
You force fed yourself.
I think you should watch it again.
I think that I never want to see it again. I never want to watch another moment of that movie again. Thank you very much. Take that Riddler, put him in another movie, and take Bruce, take Richard Watson, take him out, put somebody else in, and I'll watch the movie. How about that?
But they definitely could have cut a couple of scenes.
Yeah, too much dialogue. I'm gonna go watch
3
Long
hours.
Halloween again. How about that? I'm gonna go watch that.
If you want to.
Yeah. You know what I might watch again? Jackass Forever. Didn't talk about that I think it was last week I wanted to talk about it, or the week before I wanted to talk about it. But I finally saw Jackass Forever. And unlike Batman, I went into that thinking I was gonna hate it. I thought I was gonna. To be clear, I thought I was gonna like Batman. I didn't think I was gonna like Bruce. I didn't like it at all. I didn't think I was gonna like Jackass because they didn't have Bam, they didn't have Ryan, and I just thought like Jackass 3 was not that good, so Jackass 4 is not gonna be any better. And I was absolutely pleasantly surprised. I loved Jackass Forever. It was. It just made me very happy to watch. Like, it was like typical Jackass, like just very cheery, and the beginning wasn't that good. I really didn't like the beginning that much. I think it was their weakest intro, but it was still a decent intro. It was definitely their weakest one. So I was like, oh god, now the intro's not even good. Like, am I gonna like this? But it just made me happy to watch it. Like, I was just in a great mood watching it, and I really like that this dude Aaron McGeehee stepped up his game like a lot. I mean, I don't know if he stepped it up, but they gave him more to do, and he took way more of a prominent role in this movie. And I gotta give him his flowers, because he did the cup test 2020 or 2021, whenever they made this, which is basically they put a cup on you and they do all this shit to hit you in the balls. And they had the world's strongest puncher, Francis Ngannou, hit him in the balls. They had like a girl that throws like a super fast baseball, hit him in the balls. They were just like beating him with all kind of. It was like a whole montage of him just getting absolutely just his balls getting mutilated. They were bleeding by the end of it. It was great. They had him do the bear thing. They did that. I love the musical chairs. They had everybody go around in the chairs, and everybody, you know, once the music stops, you sit in the chair, and some of the chairs had like explosives in it, so you would just fly out of the chair. And at the end, I think every chair had explosives in it anyway, so it didn't really matter. The only person that actually was good is the one that didn't make it into the chair. So that was cool. And I really was, again, skeptical about it until probably the second bit when they did the Dum Dum game, where it was like a game show, and they had three guys. Aaron was in that one too. And they made him stand over this mechanism that when Johnny hit the button, this ball, this like hammer basically came up and hit you right in the nuts if you got the question wrong. And it was just like such a fun, heartwarming movie. The Dum Dum game, I would have lost that game. It was like, you know, little math questions and stuff like what's this times that, or just like little, like, I think it was like 6th grade questions. My nuts, I would have had no nuts at the end of that game. But I was laughing my ass off the whole fucking movie. And I was just surprised. I didn't really think they were going to pull it out, but they did a great job. They had that scene where everybody's tap dancing on the electric floor. I showed you that, Justin. That was great. And Johnny Knoxville probably did his best stunt. I don't know if it was his best stunt, but it was the stunt that hurt him the most. This is the second bull I think he did in the movie. I think this might be the third time he got hit with a bull, but this was the worst. I mean, in Jackass 2, I know he got hit by the bull, I think twice. This one, and usually he gets up at the end. Usually he gets hit by the bull in the movies and he gets up. This one he did not get up. He was asleep. My man was concussed, and it caused him a lot of long-term injuries after the movie. He was like depressed. He had concussions. Attention span was like at like basically freaking 0. So that bull hit was hard to watch, but I mean, you got to give him his props for that. The guy's like in his 50s doing shit like that.
Yeah. So
all in all, Jackass 4, man, they stepped it up big time. They did a great job. I loved it. I absolutely loved the movie. 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those where I was like, do they need to come back? Do they need to do this? They did it. And another thing I thought I wasn't gonna like is the new cast members. They had that dude not Earl Sweatshirt. Who's the guy from Wolfgang that we talked about? Jasper. They had Jasper in there. He did great. Every new cast member did fantastic. You know, it's like typical. Like if they make a superhero movie and they add somebody new in, or they just add a new person into your favorite show, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But they did a great job. Pretty much every freaking stunt and every bit I laughed and I enjoyed. So if you didn't see Jackass 4 yet, make sure you go check it out.
Good.
You should watch it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm probably not going to watch it because I was never like a fan of Jackass.
You should watch
But
it just to watch it. It's so funny.
I might actually.
They dump pig semen on the guy. You saw that. I showed you that.
Yeah.
But it's just great to see Jackass alive and well after all these years. For those that don't know, I've been a huge fan since I was a kid, and maybe they'll make a 5 where they kind of pass the torch on to the new guys. It seems like some of the other guys, like Aaron, still got gas in the tank, and if they do it where Johnny's basically just hosting it and doing like a little stunt here or a little bit there, which is basically how this one was. He kind of was hosting it, and he did like 1 or 2 things. So it wouldn't be a big of a stretch from this movie.
Okay.
But I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Loved it. Can't wait to watch it again. You have anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
That's it?
No, think so, yeah.
All right. Well, you can find me at It's Gritty Bitch on Instagram. You can also go to the Gritty World YouTube channel. Make sure you go to the Gritty Knows Best YouTube channel and the Gritty Knows Best Instagram. We upload these video episodes on the Gritty Knows Best YouTube channel every single Friday.
Yep.
Justin, go ahead.
Follow me on Twitter at Real Jason Biggest, Instagram and TikTok at Real Jason Biggest 93, YouTube Justin Biggest, gaming channel Sims Gaming.
All right. And if you need a nice nap, go watch The Batman. Peace and love. See you next time.